What's up, Great Nation? This your girl Ahlee the Great, man, coming back to you guys with another video. Something that's really difficult for myself, something I find is difficult for other writers, and I wanted to give you guys 5 tips to beat writer's block. We know how to party, yeah. So much drama, yeah. So much drama. We know how to party, yeah. We know how to party, yeah. Okay, so tip number 1. Meditate. Find yourself a quiet space. You can just be still for about 5 minutes. You don't have to do an hour or anything too crazy, but 5 to 20 minutes or whatever you're comfortable with. Just take a moment with yourself and just meditate. So it can kind of block you mentally when you're sitting down to just start writing. It's thinking of all the things that you need to get done, or all the things that you may not have done, or just being caught up in that mindset or whatever mindset, or just being caught up in your thoughts in general, just being caught in whatever you're thinking about and not being able to just focus. Tip number 2, let go of the outcomes. Let go of what you're thinking about writing, let go of what you want it to sound like, let go of, because we all, when we're sitting down and writing, we all want to write something that is appealing to ourselves. We all want to write something that we feel like other people will respond to. So that can kind of hinder your process sometimes because you're just not really focused on the writing itself. And that can just be very distracting for your writing. So what I think is important is just to let go of all of those things. It's you in this process right now. So tip number 3 is just start writing. Just start writing anything that comes to mind. Just the first thing that you can think. I don't care if it's bologna on Nick's tonsils makes the back of my neck hairs stand up. Bruh. Whatever it is, just let it start to flow. So just, I don't know if you use a pen and paper, get your pen and paper ready and just start writing. Or get your phone and start typing. I can't stress it enough. Don't judge the things that you're writing. Tip number 4, be kind to the creator.
Accept yourself. Love yourself. Accept yourself.
If you start writing things and you're going back to the paper, you're going, oh, that sucks. This was kind of keeping you in a stagnated place where you're kind of just like frustrated with what's coming out, what you're talking about, how it's landing. It kind of goes back into rule number 2, which is letting go of the outcome. You have to be kind with your writing. Acknowledge that what you're doing isn't easy, and yet you're still finding ways to do it, and you're pushing past it. And when you're in places where you're not writing things that you love, I challenge you to just be kind with those words, be kind with that experience, and just try to get to the root of what emotion you're trying to bring out in your writing. That by accepting your writing and accepting yourself, the creator, wholeheartedly. Not judging yourself, not judging your art. You have to understand art imitates life. Number 5, gratitude. You have to have a gratitude for your craft. You have to be grateful for, the creation itself, and that you were able to produce that creation. There are great artists who, before our time, after our time, who go to the grave hating their stuff. When you're creating things, your opinion aside, whatever you may think of the piece, you were given the gift to write. Whether you love it or you don't, it's still a gift, and it's still an energy behind that gratitude that will allow you to feel goodness every time you're writing. All of that stuff comes with repetition and practice, and powering through something when you're in a difficult space. That's just with any given thing in life. That is how you obtain and essentially reach that place of mastery, that place of creation that is just effortless. And I think we all have to kind of let go. And my bonus tip for you guys is something that helps me. Don't believe in writer's block.
The limit does not exist.
I stopped believing in writer's block. It disappeared. I do have moments where I'm writing things and I'm like, I don't know about this, but to me, the art of writing itself is anti-writer's block. When you're actually writing, when it comes back to it comes back to tip 3, which is, start writing anything that comes to mind. The moment that you start writing, whether it's bologna skips rocks on a hot Sunday afternoon, it doesn't matter what it is you're writing, you are writing. So if you're practicing and you're writing, you have successfully beaten that writer's block. I think it's one of those psych yourself into, and then it becomes a thing. But you know, that's just something that has been beneficial for me to continue to write even on times where I may not like what I'm writing. And these are my tips for you to combat this writer's block and to get to a place where you will no longer need these tips, because writer's block just doesn't exist. Those are my tips. I hope that they were helpful. I hope that you found something that you enjoy, that you can utilize right now. Before you leave this video, please give it a thumbs up and a like. Hit that bell for the notification squad. Great Nation, thank you so much for joining us today. Make sure to inspire daily. It's your girl, Ahlee the Great, man. We out this thing, man. Thank you so much for being here. It is a pleasure. It's an honor. Help me help you. Subscribe. Share this video to a friend. Let's grow this channel so we can continue to read great mind. Share this channel. Share it with your friends so we can continue to read. Share this channel with your friends so that we continue. This channel with your friends so that we can continue to emulate the great minds before and after us. All right, Great Nation, it's your girl.